Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. So we are playing the Foundation DLC for Control, which just came out recently. There's been a couple changes to the game where they have buffed charge, so we're going to try and play with that some. We're going to go talk to the board here in a second, but I also want to show off that they added a whole bunch of new abilities in the game. So we bought a couple of these off the points we had left over from finding all the secret stuff. Yeah, I just kind of bought some at random, like down the line, and kind of didn't realize how much I had to spend. So will be unlocking more of that as we go. But we're gonna kind of try and figure out what exactly we're doing. It's been a moment since we played last. I think I need to actually go up. How do I levitate again? I thought it was just a jump here, but maybe you can't do that in here.
Yeah, I found a file on the old director.
Director Faden did a fine job handling this, especially considering how
So, yeah. T. Yeah, I can. Levitate is jump. It's just I wasn't. Huh, what's this? Oh well. Just wasn't able to jump in that area. Got distracted by that canister. I forgot that like you could basically pull up everything in this game, and not everything that highlights a special.
Even if it was a dream, I feel Darling reached out to me through the hotline. I have a feeling he and Trench will be...
Oops. Post-ace.
Problem in the Foundation.
Oh man.
That was Ahti's vacation spot. We need to check this out.
Sure was. Alright, so we gotta go fast travel. I think I took a wrong turn somewhere. Yeah, it's fine. We can just walk through here. No big deal. Okay, did we ever get that box up there? I think we did. I think it was, or maybe I just gave up because it was nonsense.
Oh, I can't believe the emergency rations don't include beer.
Poor Irish. Alright. Right, so restricted area. Yeah, there we go.
Dark, quiet, trans-dimensional. This place really suits Ahti. So that etching is the door. Okay, let's try opening it.
Yeah. Thought this would be something else to show up later on, because like we couldn't interact with it at all. Spooky.
No time for sightseeing. The board said this was an emergency. Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
Research site Gamma. It's like red sand? Last time I saw red sand, it was the slide projector, I think. Thunk.
Those are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
Can't be good.
The Foundation. Bottom of the oldest house. Stop the hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless she's dead.
Whoops.
Jesus. She seemed like the kind of woman who could survive anything.
Well, let's just go check that out here. Ooh. Cave system. What button was that to open up the collectibles? All right.
I only heard of the Foundation when I became head of operations. The very bottom of the oldest house. Director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place, and on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
Poor Marshall. It's like a spore pod of some kind. Whoop. Well, lots of ways to go. We'll go this way. Wait a minute. That's weird. It's not on the map. Oh, there's a box over there. Actually, let's check this out real quick. Yeah, okay. Right, 1 second here. And my Discord set to not do not disturb, so we fix that real good. Let's see here. Ooh, what's this? What's this? There's like an arrow on the wall. Okay. Well, but first we'll check out the dead end. Or maybe not. Maybe. Oh, well, there's something up there. But can I get up there? No. Wait. Oh, okay. Maybe. All right. Can I slam upwards? No. Oh, I forget how to do the slam. I got to do control, right? No, let's see. All right. So I'm remembering that there's a way to go travel upwards with the ground pound thing. Yeah, but no, can't do it here. I'll just come back for this later. Maybe it's a loop that we come back to. Womp womp. was a little weird. It just kind of flopped over. Normally they like spin around and such. Yeah. All right. Deep cavern. Which button was melee? Also, this has got some like crystals around it. I don't think I can interact with that. Oops. A little too close there. And did nothing. Cool. Funky cubes. You can see like the tops of pillars like sticking out the top here. Whoa. Kind of like melee guys. Fight for me.
We're using pickaxes now. Those paintings look old. Like, old.
What paintings? Also, I noticed at the top here, the edges of the cave just kind of repeat themselves in a weird layered way. It's like it just kind of is entering into some weird alternate reality area. Also, I think there's a box up there. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called an all hands to Crossroads to announce they're finally moving out of this hellhole and up into the house proper. The Bureau brass has apparently solved the moving walls problem, or at least they figured out a way to pinpoint where and when that will happen. All I know is that going up means goodbye to darkness, goodbye to weird lunches, and with that ex-Nazi scientist, goodbye to pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore is ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can haul our stuff out and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes. Anyway, did you know that? We're breathing that shit in. It's just iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? I am. So, yep. Very bright for iron flakes. Whoa. Beware of toxic geysers. Yeah, right. Also, there's some crystal blocking this path over here. Guessing maybe we'll find a way around that. Whoops. Where are we going? Maybe down this way? Oh, no, we're gonna go back the other way because it's a loop. Alright, well, we're not going that way. Looks like we just kind of have to go in before we're allowed to do anything else. Get to some story point. Central / the story point. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Ricardo fellow we brought in as a special consultant to map the lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls and a strange black pillar in the center. Kind of looks like the one at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shouting him. But whatever happened in there did a number on our guests. The docs are taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Drugging him and carrying him through the upper floor was a real hoot, by the way. But we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, it would be better off forming a special division trained in repelling and orienteering than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead or loony. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, also, I think we have a new Hiss Sharpened. Alrighty. Melee guy. Explosive energy recovery mod. That seems like something we might care about. Oh, it's on taking explosive damage. Yeah, whatever. Oh, health regain on melee hits. That might be something we care about at some point. I wish all these guys had a sorting system of some kind. I'm not sure why there isn't a sort. But, I mean, because, like, having all these icons matched up with each other would be sure nice. I don't think we're ever going to use one of Zoom mods, but I'll leave one. Damage while aiming. Is that an option here? No, it's exclusive to Pierce. Okay.
The astral plane is cutting into our dimension.
Ooh.
What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
Yeah, I'll say.
I brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
Marshall? Marshall! You're alive! Wait! It's Jesse! The director!
Whoa. This place is huge.
Yeah, I'll say.
Marshall? Can you hear me?
She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem at a time. Let's see what's going on with that pillar first.
Yeah, it's a pretty neat pillar there. We'll get some rooms over here and stuff. I'll go in here and check out what's going on. Little remote office.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ranted about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Oh, we don't even know the rules.
Interesting. So we'll just wander over here. Before I interact with that, I think I saw, yeah, more pillars from the Foundation, right? Unstable area, watch for shifting. Right, like, so the oldest house, right, the house itself is super shifty, right? And so this house is kind of like over there, and over here is the Foundation. And the little unstable area thing, warning. That makes sense. Yeah. That looks like something we might interact with someday up there. Maybe. Oh, what's this? Foundation pillar. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has undeniable allure. Freud would certainly have had something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but I'm more drawn to Whitmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, and fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within that heart. Perhaps it is like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trottier wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then why does the pillar look so different from the rest of this place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easier to see it as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, or a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. Yeah, so like if this is all the heart, then I guess this red iron flake rust is like the blood of the heart or something. Wish I would open up on the thing I was reading. For all ley lines and their energies, for all my research on the oldest house and ley lines, I still don't understand why they converge here at the base of the pillar. I suppose the simplest reason is that they have to converge somewhere. Occam's razor and all that, but that seems wrong. The esoteric world abhors coincidence. So what is the true relationship between this pillar and the ley lines? Does it act as a magnet, attracting them, a polar north? Or is the pillar a product of the focused energies, a sprout nourished by the constant flow of the oldest house power? Perhaps classifying that power would provide some insight. However, we currently have no means of measuring or quantifying it. Given time, it may become possible to collect and even harness this energy. On that note, Northmore is bringing in the much-lauded Dr. Gustav Wagner from headquarters in DC to aid my research. I suppose that this is just his way of saying that he doesn't trust me to work unsupervised. Let's just hope Dr. Wagner is as smart as his dearly departed Führer once believed him to be. Wow. Dr. Theodore Ash, head of research, Director Broadmoor, by order of Director Broadwood Northmore. Yeah, okay, so a head of research that even predates Darling, I suppose. Alright, just a little more looking around for stuff we might want to read or collect. Nope, okay. So dark to this big pillar thing. Left self or right weapon. Only one is permitted. Oh, interesting.
So I can only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
Oh, interesting. So I can either pull these elements out as a bridge, or I can use the service weapon to shoot through these things. Oh man, that is tempting. I choose... Become weird yourself, or so you can erase or you can create. Let's pick create, I suppose. Let's get weird. Go fix the MacGuffin things. Nice. And hey, why not? Go get some hits while you're at it too. Apparently they're not the biggest concern down here. Could be potentially kind of tricky.
Okay, let's review. This broken pillar is called the Nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the Bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find 4 locks, or keys, or whatever, to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse. This should be simple. Ish. You with me?
Nice. Also, we managed to get our way up here now that we have this cool mobility. I guess this was just always intended. Let's see here. Here I thought I was being sneaky, but no. It's the way you gotta go. Can I not go in there? I guess maybe I am being sneaky, because clearly I'm not allowed to go this way. Maybe this was a come back here, or like an exit from somewhere else. Also, whoa. Did not see all of these little platform things underneath the nail. What button was melee again? Not that one. Well, this might actually be relevant. Let's look it up. Melee is V. All right. From the desk of Director Northmore, to all Foundation personnel, it has come to my attention that members of our exploration team have been relieving themselves of their God-given liquids in the chasms of the Foundation. As per earlier orders, all personnel are currently serving in the Foundation must expel fluids, urinate, do their business exclusively in the correctly colored and labeled vials provided by research personnel. To do otherwise disrupts the ongoing study of the Foundation and demonstrates a profound disrespect for not only the board and the oldest house, but for also for the Bureau you so proudly serve. If I discover firsthand that any agents treating the Oblivion as their personal lavatory, they'll be forced to go down there and personally clean up themselves. All right, signed, Director Broadmoor. Nice. Whoa. Monster closet. This kind of looks like a weird thing. Base camp. Ooh, geysers. Okay. Anything behind the thing? Alright. Let's see if we can go through here. Whoop. Was I not running this entire time? Oh, maybe I should have been doing that. Man, the kids are hard to hit. Crunch. Yeah, but alright, so the echoes are fighting the hiss apparently. Alright. So instead of going that way, we could go this way, which... I don't know what we should be doing. Well, we have the ability to open this, so let's just try this out. Oh, okay, cool. It's a dead end. Not spooky. And be my friend. Ooh. Oh, nice. Get some cover. Miss. Was just locked on. It's a bit more powerful than it used to be, but not as good as Pierce, I think. Oop. Don't fall in that. Don't fall in the spooky hole. Okay, so if we had the other power, we could go through here. Oh, my gosh, I could just duck underneath it, I guess. Oh, but yeah, I can't get through these. Choices we made. Yeah, there we go. accidentally blowing up all this equipment down here. Keep an eye out for secrets.
This area looks newer. Is it from the upper floors?
Does indeed look like it's from the upper floor. Power core A or power core B. The collapsed department, huh?
There's something behind that his barrier.
There's a lucky cat over there. Take it up. Fidget, fidget. It's looking the other way, huh? So maybe, I wonder if I was supposed to come through this door or something. No way. It's just facing towards that door. Alright. So, it looks like I could have destroyed this, or I could open this up. Alrighty. I didn't open anything up over there, did it? No? Okay. Data entry and filing, huh? Stretch a little bit. Alright. Well, we got some new ability points. Well, I like lance damage. Taking launch. Give him the lances. Seize. Duration, that's like, okay. Shield strength. Shield barrage. Shield rush is a new ability. When holding shield, use evade to rush enemies and knock them back. Yeah, that could be useful for all those melee guys, I suppose. Energy will recover while shield is active. That seems great. That's like worth it on its own, right? Ground slam. Well, ground slam was the ability that I didn't really use at all when I was playing through the base campaign. But it's pretty neat. Let me in. Shift account. To whoever finds this, I am containment processes designer Jeannie Gibbs, and I am writing this to document the largest building shift to ever occur. Here are the facts. A considerably large section of the containment sector, including processes and protocol offices, are research facilities, and a fair chunk of the fire break has been yanked down a chasm that reaches far below the lobby level, I think. It was a violent shift, and I regret to report several casualties. Injuries were sustained by all, but many of us, including myself included, are still mobile. We set up a base camp and started triaging our little supplies. We explored our surrounding and found caverns of all things. Maybe we're in some kind of cave threshold, like the quarry. Wherever we are, we're not the first. There were some rusty power cores, old lights, signs, infrastructure. What was this area used for? Why did they seal it off? Why have we never heard of it before? More importantly, how are we going to get out? Yeah, so someone who dropped in there after the fact looks like I got a hotline message too. Really? That was the whole message? Alright. Event summary. A series of reverberating sounds observed in downtown Kiev? Oh, it's Kiev, right? Kiev? So spelled differently I'm used to. With no clear point of origin, the event was witnessed by the city's general public. Mental and physical symptoms were reported, including aphasia, sleep paralysis, and excess something in the reported individuals. Due to the brief nature of the event, overseas bureau agents were not able to respond while it was active. Immediately upon arrival, agents collected audio recordings taken by local witnesses. All Bureau monitoring stations located at global junctions of acoustic amplification were directed to monitor any auditory events of similar pitch, wavelength, and duration in an effort to trace echoes or epicenters. In the following weeks, similar cases were reported from both various amateur sources and Bureau stations in major cities across the globe. Frequent events diminished in volume and frequency per each occurrence. The event is believed to be generated by planar friction, although this is not confirmed. Well, that doesn't sound good anyway. Oh, that's too bad. I thought C's locked him in, but I guess he started his attack pattern too soon. I really wish it would let me out of this box. Oh, some sort of sniper. All right. Maybe we should get up there too. Whoop. Alright, well, mod's full. Alright, yeah, you know what, all these are just 3s. I'm just getting rid of all the 3s. I'm gonna say that, not a huge fan of the random loot aspect. I'm pretty sure I've talked about that in the past, but I think that, like it feels that the random loot there is only really there to give you a sink for your resources, and then and also so you can buy resources with real money. It feels like it's just kind of like a system that was made worse by the addition of need to constantly feed the that subscription plan sort of model. Just kind of a shame, right? Like, games cost too much, right? $60 doesn't actually pay for a game anymore. So it's like people have to come up with that cash somehow. But then, like, so many production companies just kind of like push these, I don't know, damaging elements into games. Hidden trend. Jukebox token. So we're getting free jukebox tokens, apparently. Which is fine by me. I wish I hadn't crafted any. We're never going back to the jukebox. Alright, so where are we going from here? Oh, there you go. Is there a little thing in here? Nope. Check for collectibles. Feel bad for destroying some of these offices, but it's just a really easy way to land. Okay. Check the map again. So with base camp over there where we came from, right? Yep. So we're just going this way.
Someone call a plumber.
Lots of times around here that.
Phone kind of looks like something you're supposed to interact with, but nope. Little side passages here. Yep. Another box we could have gotten if we'd taken the other power. Shelter. we'll just grab this control point. Ooh, spiky. Not gonna let us through, huh? It's not like they give you a crouch in this game. Alright. Having some... What do you call it? Fear of missing out? It's like fear of having past missed out? I don't know. How are we doing on this? Still no remote thoughts. That's too bad. Oh yeah, gotta hit this little side area here.
You're listening to America Overnight, a beacon in the darkest recesses of possibility for more than 29 years. We have another letter from a listener. This one's unsigned, but postmarked from Toledo. It says, "Dear America Overnight, I have the most wonderful appliance for your listeners. It is a miracle of God. A fondue set. A fountain. A blessed gift. Blessed is spelled with a capital B. Go on, they write. Dive on in. It is molten hot. Perfect for meat." No signature. As far as I know, no fondue set was sent to us here at the studio. Just this letter. Wait. I think there's something else in the envelope. Some kind of black powder with white shards in it? Bone, maybe? Karen. What is this? Karen? On the air, Karen. Where are you? What? What's this powder in the booth? Is this ash? Oh God. Karen? How do I cut to commercial?
Oh, poor talk show host. Gibbs reporting in. It has been 8 days since the collapse, and still no sign of any rescue effort. The Bureau is either completely unaware of our situation or incapable of helping us, or maybe it's intentional. How many times have we seen the Bureau not give two shits about its own hardworking staff when they go missing in this place? How many times have we let it slide, thinking, oh, at least it wasn't me? Too many, I'm ashamed to admit. Anyway, there had been some developments. Strange crystals have been growing through the walls. They seem to block some corridors and not others. The path to the caves is always left open, but we're not sure why. Luckily, the crystals keep out the astral spike, one that's been hounding us for days. John, Nikolai, and Sarah went to try and find a radio, but they never came back. We think the spike got them. I think it's hunting us. Doug says spikes only exist in the astral plane, so what the fuck is it doing here? If we get out of here, I'm hiring a loiter. These are unsuitable working conditions. Well, yeah, they can definitely exist outside the astral plane, as we've seen in the prior sections of the game. Evaluation hall. I think we're going to get evaluated here in a second. I'm carrying the service weapon, right? Which is an altered item. So I'm guessing we just go up this way then.
So that's the altered item. Looks pretty secure.
Okay.
I should hire someone who builds smaller machines.
Got some switches here, it looks like. Forgot how dark this game is. Yep, alright, so we're just walked around. Alright, so you turn on this film camera here. Surely
No
nothing will
power.
go wrong.
Typical.
Oh, sure. So am I supposed to... Oh, power cores. Okay. Nice. Just a big old power core shoot. Jump by anything anywhere. See if I can just shove this in. Nope.
Item transport at designated terminal. Item transport in progress. Please stand back from the moving platform.
It's just heading off somewhere. Alrighty. Well, maybe we'll see that or not. Cute little sidetrack there.
No altered material detected in area. Personnel may now safely enter. Have a Bureau full day.
Whoop, whoop. Getting spicy. Whoop. Nope, nope. Gotta clean the inventory again, huh? Shifting fragments. Tokens with so many tokens. Sources gained from melee hits. Source gained. I think it's like health, right? already have one of those. We don't need a bunch of them. Damage them all, low health. Meh. Just dust this. Accuracy. Well, I'll do this for a second. I don't know why that inventory room is like so small. Why is it so small? I really wish they'd implemented some sort of system where you could unlock better and better mods. They're just like static. They're not like drops or anything. Like, especially with an inventory of like 24 mods. Right. What is this thing over here? I don't know if that's supposed to be there. Looks like some sort of texture that was like bleeding out from a different room. Probably goes back to the power room, right? Yeah. Yeah, I just keep seeing these things around. I know there's got to be like some sort of parity for like the ability we chose, but we've seen so many more boxes for the shatter. Transit access. We want to go the right way, not the wrong way. Moss guy. New language. For immediate publication, I learned a brand new language the fish taught me. You probably don't believe me, so I will prove it. Oman iku quito kib quito ert pipo hurum ulin rek buit 1455 os puran club he knew 20222 Quidi whip we whip ulin in yum aret buizim quim qual ten jibini rog. See, publish this letter and maybe other fish speakers will get in touch. If they'll be able to read my address, even if you can't. Jibini rug, Larry Humbert. Dear Lord. It's like the, what was it? If we're going to count every single time we've seen something we could shatter, with then like each time we could like create something, like we're like what, 5 up on the shatter and like, I don't know, man. Someday my parody will come. Movie camera supplement. Action Max Camera. The item came to the Bureau's attention after a hospitalized mailman from blank, Arkansas claimed his injuries had been caused by a movie camera. Further investigation connected the incident to AI-80, which was being shipped in the mail truck at the time. The package camera was later found in an empty warehouse. The return address led agents to a P.O. box located in the San Fernando Valley, in the Santa Fernando Valley, belonging to a company called Blessed Pictures. Whether Blessed Pictures is involved in the creation and dissemination of the item's VHS films is unknown. The following list of all known films believed to have been shot by this film: Shoot First, Die Last, unreleased; Coffee Bullet, Billy's First Car, Bike Hard, and Delivery Disaster. The item was used in the filming of an unreleased western in 1968 on the Italian island of Sardinia. A cast member was killed during an on-set accident stopping production. It's believed that the Blessed Pictures bought the camera when the equipment from the shoot was sold at auction. So, creepy camera does a thing. Also, I think we need to go back and take the other passage, because this looks like we're going forward. Oh, box time. Shift accounts. It is clear no one is coming. We are running out of ideas and supplies. We've tried going to the caves to find anything edible, but all we found is were noxious gases and endless pits. The crystals only let us go one way, even though we could see the caves branched out. We did find some weird spiky pillar. I only got a glimpse of it before the astral spikes attacked. There were a few of them this time. We lost a lot of people. There's only 6 of us left. We didn't ask for this. We didn't want to come down here. I'm convinced that something brought us here. The others say I'm going nuts, but it's clear that this was no house shift. Shifts slide a bathroom a sector over or rotate a hallway. They don't drop a full division into some caves. We were brought here, I know it, but for what? Why tear us away from our lives just to torture us? If this is some sort of test or mission, then here's some advice for whoever's running it. Give out clear instructions next time. I hope these notes are a good read for whatever ranger finds them. Fuck you. Put that in your report, Gibbs. This video is not intended for children. Yeah. Rough time for Mr. Gibbs. Alright.
Properly trained. Guess I pass. I am very properly trained.
Okay. I'll try this first, I guess. Alright, well, we're going to take a cut here. Catch you next time.